now I got the thing running. Maybe I just want to show you, not now, the password in the default installation is admin. So I want to show you how this looks like when it's in a commercial software. We have a just-in-time booking system that talks to SAP. You can do all kinds of stuff that would be very, very expensive in SAP. I did this in, I don't know, 4 weeks. What's in the basic framework is like the whole admin tools. You can do your Postgres reorganization and defragmentation, whatever. You can do it directly from the web. You can have background dear cleaner. You know, Windows computers always leave stuff around after they uninstall software and they write log files all over the place. You can run a backup cleaner, and you can also set variables. And it shows up directly on every computer that uses this. User management, and one thing I wrote, that's what I actually want to show you. There are 2 cool JavaScript tools you can use for your own web pages. The one is the Ckeditor. It takes a bit to load on my computer, but it's like the Google Docs only for free. It loads here. You got all the tools you need. Just Google for it, for Ckeditor, and you get the same with Excel spreadsheet-like thingies. So no need to buy to buy Office software or to buy expensive computers so you can run your Open Office everywhere. Just run the open source tools. And I got full text search in the framework, so if you got more than 10 million documents, it's no problem.
Well, thank you. Okay, at 4 there are a few more lectures. In room 1, upstairs, there's photography and the art of doing it wrong. So if you want to know how not to how to take photos, go to room 1 at 4. In room 2, there's Im Herz der Bestie. Anyone knows the translation for that? Sorry? Okay, sounds great. And in room 3, over here, hacking the universe, when strings are super and not made of characters. That's going on up here. So, thank you. Anyone else has something to offer, has something to say?
Yes, I have a talk.
You have a talk. Wow. Go for it.
Okay, in between, just let me tell you, as you can see, we with several people, we're not just 2. We have help from Valerie doing photos, from Chantal doing moderation, and we actually need more people, I think. The one thing that we didn't do is monitor the feedback from you on the IRC channel. We didn't get a connect today, so we're completely out of that. We weren't able to respond to this. Yeah. So we're looking for another person next time to help us with monitoring the IRC channel using maybe an UMTS stick, right? So if you have any more ideas, or if you can actually donate a VGA switch just for this event, please do. So please give us ideas, write to us, give us feedback on the Pentabuff system, or send us an email to 26c3@lightningtalks.de. And yeah, please be back. Enjoy the show. And here's Aaron again.
Hi, I'm going to tell you about making your own flexible PCBs from home in a few very short minutes. This is a project I was involved in making flexible LED matrix displays for a pair of trainers that actually ended up in a Disney film. The deadline for the project was absurdly tight. We had about 3 or 4 days to make all of the electronics. So it was way faster than a PCB house. It could spin us an FPC for almost any amount of money, so I did it myself. You can buy a type of printer which is somewhere between an inkjet printer and a laser printer. It's called a solid ink printer, and it prints liquid wax onto a drum. And you can transfer that image onto the paper or onto copper-clad flexible PCB substrate cut into A4 sheets. So all of the artwork was printed, and it came out perfectly black, crisp wax on copper. It was incredible. I really didn't expect it to work so well. Then you chuck it in a bath of ferric chloride, which is free and easily available, and microwave it to get it going a bit quicker. We'll put the PCB in after that, obviously. And you can etch your board. That's it after etching. So this is just an A4 sheet straight out of the printer into the etch, and there it is. It's also tin plated as well, with immersion tin solution that's like 50 euros for a litre, but it lasts forever. You can only do single-sided, but why not fold bits over to hide them out of the way? Everything was soldered in a reflow toaster oven. This was the second ever project I tried with a reflow oven, and it worked very well, fortunately. I cut solder paste stencils on a €100 craft hobby cutting machine for making like Christmas cards and frilly paper shapes, loaded with overhead projector film acetate, 0.1 millimeters thick. Cut out all the solder paste windows and then squeegee solder paste on top. Place your components with tweezers and put it in the oven. These are some rigid PCBs going into the oven. This is totally unmodified, by the way. It just so happens that you turn on the oven, let it crank up to 240 degrees and turn it off, and it happens to fit the right temperature profile for surface mount soldering within, a reasonable margin. There's the assembled circuit, soldered and finished. Wearable electronics don't actually do this, by the way. It's really stupid. Sticking FPCs on shoes is an awful idea. And it led to 4 days of me manually repairing tracks with little tiny pieces of wire because they were worn by dancers who destroyed them in no time. I have a very short video. What possessed me to film in portrait at the end, I've no idea.
So let's tilt our heads.
Yeah. Yes, there's an accelerometer. The rigid PCBs have an accelerometer, and they're mounted on the ankle. And when he stamps, the display lights up. Thank you. Yes, I should announce a website or email or something. Thank you. Warranty void if removed.com. Thank you.
Since she mentioned stuff that's going on at 4, also first, that's pretty damn cool. And something that's similar that's done by the NoiseBridge hackerspace is a project called SenseBridge. Well, it's actually a bunch of projects. So Google SenseBridge and Google the Northpaw anklet, which you can get as a kit, I understand, right now, which is basically a sort of a cloth anklet that you can wear that has a bunch of buzzers on it and a compass, and it makes you feel which way is north. And after a little while, you don't really notice this as a buzzing on your leg. You just sort of know which way is north. It's kind of cool. Secondly, if you want another thing to do at 4, I'm running a workshop on how to hack your brain, aka meditation, and a inoculation against the specific techniques that Scientology uses to hack your brain. So if you want to know what they actually do and not just the whole Xenu shit, come. It's in